Hey everyone, Sirturmund here. So today I'm going to bring you guys a deck that was recommended by one of the folks in my Discord chat. His name is Foolish Force, and I don't know where he found this deck. I'm guessing another content creator or if he built it himself. But this is a mono Viego deck that kind of just plays to level up Viego. It's really just playing for the Viego win condition. And in order to get there, you have a lot of ways to defend Viego. So it's kind of playing like very controlly, right? So the main ways to defend Viego are going to be Ancient Hourglass and Rite of Negation. Both of these tools will allow you to be able to save your Viego. For 2 mana, you can save him against a Vengeance. And a Rite of Negation will stop like a Ruination or also Vengeance if you need to. And then you just play Viego. We're playing triple Rite of Calling to guarantee that we'll always get the Viego when we need to. The rest of our cards are kind of just support cards to get us to allow us to stall long enough to actually level up the Viego without dying too quickly. So stuff like Treasure Seeker is a great blocker. Chronomaster allows us to predict into Viego or the Hydrobind while also serving as a blocker. Glimpse to be able to draw some more. Minion like a constant blocker. Battle Feast obviously. Come over Soldier helps the Viego leveled up. Helps the Viego become stronger, and also serves as a blocker. Merciless Hunter and Bakai Sand Spinners kind of serve as our ways to remove opponent's threats, right? The benefit of these 2 cards is that they can get vulnerable even through Spell Shield, and you have a lot of ephemeral units that you summon because of the Hydrobind and the Viego that you're able to, or the Soldier, that you're able to just kill something that you put vulnerable on using one of your ephemeral units. So you pretty much end up trading, one for nothing, right? Quicksand, so good, so good, guys. Shurima is the best region in the game right now, and it's because of Quicksand. Quicksand, I'm going on a tangent, but Quicksand is busted. So you play 3 Quicksand here. It will let you save your Viego against stuff like Challengers, etc. I can talk about 3 Rite of Negation, and then finally we have the 3 Hydrobinds that will help us level up the Viego, make him stronger, and just continuously just put the board presence on the field to allow us to play the game. Now, the games with this deck can go pretty long because obviously your main win condition is going to be Viego. If you can't get to that Viego win condition, it's going to be very tough for you to win. You really just win when your Viego is leveled up. But it's very likely that we get there almost every game that we play, as you'll see in the games coming up today. This is a really fun deck. Really fun way to play Viego, like completely just focus on Viego instead of playing it with Kindred, which I think is really cool, right? How often are you seeing Viego leveled up? Well, with this deck, you're seeing Viego leveled up pretty much every single time that you win. So really cool, really cool deck. Thank you, Foolish Force, for recommending this to me. If you guys want to recommend some stuff as well, like decks that you want us to try, you can drop a comment on the YouTube, or you can also join our Discord. The link of that is in the description below, where we have a channel dedicated to use YouTube suggestions, where you can drop your suggestion there and we can, get to it eventually. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the games coming up soon. And remember, if you're not subscribed yet, to subscribe now. We'll see you all at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Sundisk. Now they don't have a great way, right, to kill the Viego. So I think if we can get a Viego early on, and potentially the only problem is that Viego, right, levels up so late. But we might be able to win here through a level of Viego. It's the only way that I see us win in this game. It's going to be tough, because Viego is still going to take a while to level up, even if we have both Viego plus Hydrobind. So, not sure exactly how I'm supposed to do this. I guess this will allow me to kill my own units. Is opponent playing Chronomancer? Are they playing this, the Predict version of this deck then? Because that's weird. I don't think this version is very good. We might want a Glimpse. We might want a Battle Feast plus Glimpse, just to see if we get like a turn 4 play. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think we might have to do that. We might have to do that just because of how awkward our hand is. We'll go ahead and do it that way. Our hand is way too awkward for us to not do this play. Oh no, that is not good. That we have a full house here. Have a full house. I guess we're gonna be able to get a lot of despairs, which might not be bad against their deck. The problem is that their units are gonna hit us for a lot of damage if we do this pair against them. I would love a unit that I can play this turn. I don't want to play that this turn though. Oof. I was hoping that it could be something that I could kill. I was hoping that it would be something that I could kill. So it's kind of annoying that it's like this. If we had something like Shapestone, this would be such a punish for the opponent. Oh, he's worried about the Battle Feast. He's worried about the Battle Feast. Actually, that's smart. They don't need to be worried about the Battle Feast. So that actually makes sense. I would have done it the same way. The good thing is that we can Despair the Azir next turn, right? I think it's fine. I think if we Despair the Azir next turn, that'd be fine. I'm gonna keep the Merciless Hunter alive. So we'll do this. We'll Despair the Azir, stopping from leveling up the Azir. We're gonna have Rite of Negation as a backup. We can Rite of Calling to get another Despair back if the opponent summons another Azir. We also have a bunch of fearsome attackers, and opponent doesn't have any fearsome blockers. He's at 10 out of 13. Do I need to do it at the start of the turn? Why did we don't Despair it? Why did we just kill it? Why did we just kill it? Opponent has no way to burst speed stop this, right? Like, we can just do this instead and just save the Despair for later. I think we definitely want to Rite of Negation this. Said that I don't want to kill my mana gems. I think we work towards the level up. I think because we want to be able to summon the Hydrobind next turn. That's the second Ancient Hourglass, by the way. So opponent will need to have his own Rite of Negation to stop this. Otherwise, they lose their Azir for free. They're about to level up Seraph here because of the double Perseverium, which is kind of annoying. Yeah. They're going to have their own Rite. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay. So they use the Rite. So they're able to level up Azir. So Azir is going to come down leveled up, and Seraph will also be on the field. We can do the Chronomancer to at least have some protection. I think Battlefield is actually really good at giving us a target that can eat up a Seraph hit. Sears level sub right here. Viego is still at 0 to 20, which is what we talked about, that it was going to be very difficult to level up the Viego. Now the good thing here is opponent is kind of in a tough spot anyways, right? They can summon Seraph here, which will kill. I think we have to kill the Seraph, right? We have to do the Viego Despair on Seraph, because level 3 Seraph is just pushing too much pressure on us. So we won't be able to play the Hydrobind this turn. But we will be able to kill the Seraph. Unless the opponent has a third stasis or a second Rite of Negation. Now, he doesn't have enough mana to replay Seraph. Also, we need to do this because everything that dies is gonna get obliterated. Meaning that our Viego is actually not, like, you saw how our unit died over there? Because the Seraph obliterates, it means that we actually didn't get, like, what we needed here from Viego. Like, we didn't get any progress towards the Viego right here. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Now, here we will, though. Problem is that we probably don't want to take this much damage. What if we do this? What if we do this to kill the Azir? So this play kills the Azir. Still lifts us with, kills the Azir because this goes to 6. We still can do the Rattle Calling on the Encroaching Miss to be able to get another Viego in our hand. And the opponent's not going to know that we're going to have access to the Despair again. Meaning that the opponent will never be able to actually summon the Seraph, right? The bad thing is that it also means that we can never summon the Hydrobrine. If we summon the Hydrobrine, then he can just play Seraph and we're in trouble. If we don't summon anything, then we just lose next turn. This is tough. This is very tough. Because opponent can just play all his other cards, right? Now he should know that he should never tap out of 4 mana. What if we just... No, yeah. Opponent should never tap out of 4 mana. We can't have Seraph be on the field. We have a blocker for the Azir. We have Quicksand to stop other stuff. But it's not going to be enough to stop. Oh, I disagree with that. I think opponent messed up. I think opponent messed up because now we get 2 Viegos, right? Sorry, now we get 2 Encroaching Miss next turn. And we still have blockers for almost everything. We don't do the Rattle Calling right now because since nothing died this turn, it means that the Miss gets summoned the next turn. So now we have an additional blocker here. Now we also have Rattle Negation to protect against any like Obliterate that he might get from the Sundisk. And opponent already showed us that we don't have a Rattle Negation. The only dangerous part here is going to be Seraph, and Viego's about to level up very quickly. Wait, he doesn't even attack with everything. I guess we shouldn't take that much damage, to be honest. I think we do it like this, right? This is the least amount of damage possible. That way we can do the Viego Despair on the Seraph as we need to. The Viego's gonna level up right here if the opponent doesn't do anything. And we have a Rattle Negation to back it up. Oh my god, I can't believe we actually got there. We could also just level up Viego right now too, by the way. We have to take this 5. We have to take this 5. Because the way that Seraph works is that everything that dies gets obliterated, so it won't level up the Viego. We can do it like this and actually just level up Viego by doing the Rattle Calling. Do we care about that? Do we care about the Hydrobrine anymore? Now that we're gonna kill his champions. I think we do. But the dangerous part is if he gets the cards that can obliterate the rest of my stuff, right? I think we do. I think we need the Hydrobrine. I think we need the Hydrobrine because the opponent's gonna continue summoning the Sand Soldiers every turn. We need to be able to have the Hydrobrines available for us. Oh wow. If I knew I was gonna draw a second Hydrobrine, I wouldn't have done anything. Let's just do this, right? We're gonna have a full board of blockers. The Viego didn't level up, by the way. I messed up. So the Viego didn't level up last turn because we killed our thing to negate the Seraph, right? So Viego's gonna level up now this turn. The problem is that the opponent's getting closer and closer to their thing, to their their Nasus and Renekton. Now at least here we kill this Azir, but he still gets the value from the 2 Sand Soldiers. We didn't get another. Oh wait, no, oh no, because this is more expensive. You're right. You're right. Okay, we got the Despair anyways. But Despair is really risky now because we have barely any health. Our units are big enough that we should be okay. Now, do we steal this next turn before the Sand Soldiers get summoned? Like, do the Sand Soldiers get summoned to Mike? I guess we should kill this. We should kill the Golden Herald with the Vital Calling. As long as the opponent, even if the opponent gets like the big Obliterate, we have a second Viego now. We can draw another one. So just do this. Just make sure the Herald is out of the way so that the opponent doesn't get any more Sand Soldiers. We still have Quicksand. We have another Viego available. He's gonna kill the Azir and make his board a lot smaller. Opponent's looking for like... Opponent's looking for the big... The one that obliterates like 3 units, right? Which he has enough mana to do it. And if they do that, we don't have enough ways to stop it. You can kill this Hydra and said that the Quicksand is going to punish that. So the Hydra still stays on the field. Not like we need the Hydra anyways, because I guess we will, because we're going to just kill the Azir. Actually, yeah, we still need the Hydra, right? No reason to do any damage on our Hydra. Next turn, he kills the Azir. Opponent doesn't look like they have the out just yet. Opponent knows that we have a Despair in our hand. Unfortunately, we have 2 Despairs. And it makes it really awkward because we have only 6 health. Right? We could Despair one of the Emperor's Guards. He's also going to have the rally at the start while also giving everything vulnerable. Oh man, I made such a big misplay when I kill... He gets another one. He gets another Golden Herald. Going to 1 is okay, right? Opponent doesn't have any Sorrow Burn. Opponent doesn't have any Sorrow Burn. What I have to hope for is that we can steal it before it creates the soldiers, right? Otherwise, we're in trouble. If we can steal it before it creates the soldier, we might have enough. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. 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 Okay. So we steal it before it creates the soldiers. Meaning that he doesn't get the blockers because we killed that other blocker. And then we attack with everything here. And we win the game. Because we're like really wide. Opponent can only block 3 things. He's getting closer and closer. Oh my goodness. The good thing is that he wouldn't get the Renekton and the Renekton and the Nasus onto our next attack token, right? Oh, wait, he has the... he had the second Azir. Fearsome, though, means 14. So it's still not enough? Wow, this is nuts. Wait, this is so nuts. Opponent was able to bounce back. We're gonna have to kill the Golden Herald so he doesn't get any Sand Soldiers. So we can kill the Golden Herald so he doesn't get any Sand Soldiers. So at the very least we can do that. Opponent just put an Azir in his deck, in their deck as well, by the way. So there's a potential that they don't even get the Renekton. We always kill the Golden Herald. That way the Gladiator is the one. Oh my goodness. This is too many Despairs. That way the Gladiator gets stolen by the Viego. But the Viego is going to just die here, right? Yeah, Viego's just going to die. There's no way to save him. But at the very least, we'll have another Viego in our hand. And we're still going to have the 2 Hydrobines. We have Quicksand. This Viego's going to have 12 health. Probably going to have to do the Soldier, though, in case that the opponent can go really wide. You have to be careful because they do have vulnerable. If the opponent doesn't do anything, then I'm okay just passing, right? Like, this is okay right here, no? Isn't this okay right here? Like, isn't the opponent to kill me here? The Viego has 21 health, so even if we summon it after the opponent's attack, we're still in a good spot. He drew the Azir, so he top decked the Azir. He has the Renekton and Nasus spell on the top of it, on the last card of his deck. He doesn't have enough mana to play it, so I'm not concerned about Renekton or Nasus. If the opponent doesn't do anything here, the Hydra summon two more Risk and Miss, Encroaching Miss next turn, and we're able to just kill them. Oh, this game is nutty. Opponent obviously doesn't have any more Seraph. And the strongest enemy has strike each other. So ironically, they will actually die to the Encroaching Miss, by the way. Because he's gonna hit the Encroaching Miss. Oh, opponent is thinking hard about this one too. Oh, come on. I think it's fine, right? Pretty sure it hits the Encroaching Miss. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Well, I actually have summoned the Viego. Actually, okay. Opponent didn't let us see it. I should have summoned the Viego just in case that it doesn't work that way. Because if we have Viego on the field, we just win the game, right? Opponent tapped out of every single answer, so they wouldn't have enough mana. They wouldn't have a way to kill Viego anymore, because Viego has 21 HP. So it definitely was summoning Viego there and seeing what the opponent does. But that was a crazy game. That was a crazy game. I can't believe we lived that long against leveled up Sundays. But yeah, GG's. So in this match, we'll be going up against Ezreal Caitlyn. Now, they do have a lot of removal for us. Is it going to be enough to actually kill us? I like keeping Viego. I think it's too early for the Hydra. I was trying to see if I can find like my Ancient Hourglass or the Random Negations. Those will both be really good against this deck, I think. Yeah, Ancient Hourglass will be really good. So this deck is more like kind of like a control type of deck that's just relying on the Viego win condition. But you can also push a lot of damage early on anyways, right? Which I think we should do. I think we should do that. I think we should go ahead and put some pressure on the opponent, especially because the opponent is playing a deck that doesn't have any heals. That's the Random Negation. I think the Random Negation is fine. It will stop a Tri-Beam later on. And if we get to hit him for 4, that's amazing. Wow. Wow. I'll take that. I definitely think we can just continue to go wide, no? Like, how does the soldier sound? By the way, this new sound that they added annoys me so much. Oh my goodness. Why did they change that? It's so annoying. Now I feel like I can't just go like this through my hand because that sound just gets in my head. Anyways, that's besides the point. Yeah, I had a hunch that the opponent was gonna do that. So we'll just go ahead and give him the Encroaching Miss as a target. The question is, do we go super wide? Like, do we open attack here, or do we go super wide with the Walking Sands? Because if we attack, we can push for 5 damage. Opponent probably has a Mystic Shot. Otherwise, we probably get punished by like a stun. Let's go like this. Let's kind of go wide. If the opponent has the Sentry, then that is going to be a little bit of a punish, because then they'll be able to actually kill this. I don't think the opponent has Mystic Shot. I feel like they would have used it earlier. But they could potentially have Static Shock here. Yeah, there's the Sentry that we just talked about. We'll go ahead and do the Chronomancer. Ooh, that's not a bad card. That's a pretty good card, because it will allow us to kill the Caitlyn. Do we push for the damage here? Why not? He blocks. blocks, still takes 4. Gets the static like we talked about. Still takes the 4 though. Does get to put 2 more bombs. Gonna put another couple more here. We will get the other unit to be able to pull the Caitlyn away, but at the end of the day, we're gonna have 6 flash bombs in our deck when it's all said and done. I guess actually we can just predict them away, right? So the flash bombs, even though they're put in the top of my deck, because I predict the last turn, that's why we didn't draw any. So right now there should only really be 2 flash bombs in the top of our deck. The bad thing about this current scenario for us is that we don't have... That kind of sucks. We're gonna have to attack with the Chronomancer. Oh, Battlefield is probably better, right? Battlefield is probably better in case that the opponent has a way to protect her. Like if they have Flock, that's why we cannot attack here. Calling Strike, okay. But yeah, so that's what we predicted into the Battlefield so that we can actually kill the Caitlyn next turn. Okay. Remember, we have been predicting the flash bombs away, so Caitlyn shouldn't be any threat to level up. We cannot summon Viego because we don't have the Random Negation enabled. I would like to do the Hydroban instead, to be honest, and keep Viego to go bigger. But if the opponent does that, then we just do Hydroban right here. Did the opponent forget that he's playing against a Viego deck? So here, next turn now we can do Viego and have access to the Random Negation as a backup. Okay, if they got exactly Flock from this, then that would be annoying. Wow, Mystic Shot and Flock. Okay. I think it's still fine. We'll still get the Viego for ourselves while also having Random Negation as a backup. And the 2 flash bombs get triggered here. So don't have to worry about that too much. I would love to use this for Tri-Beam. Oh no, he's just gonna do another Flock. That's gonna be what, the second Flock? Yes, that's gonna be the second Flock. Scorched Earth. I'm okay. I think this has to be spent for the Tri-Beam. So I think we have to be okay letting that Viego go. We can also draw a third one now. This is pretty good. We'll take the damage. Go down to 11. We still have Random Negation. We'll have the Viego available for ourselves. We don't gonna put any damage on the Hydroban if we don't need to. We'll do the Viego next turn. And there we go. And now we start leveling up the Viego. We don't have to attack, by the way. I guess we could do the Rite of Calling if we need to. Ironically, if the opponent kills the Hydroban, he will actually level up the Viego. No, actually, will not level it up just yet. I guess what we can do here... We can do Treasure Seeker. And do the Charger. He's looking for something. He's looking for a way to kill us here. The problem, there's really no way for us to level up Viego, right? It is annoying because of Flock. Okay. Now we'll do it, right? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it now. He will need to have the third Scorched Earth, which I believe the opponent doesn't have. This is 10. The only way for us to level Viego is to literally sacrifice the Hydroban, which I don't think makes sense. We can keep the Rite of Calling, I think. Just clear out his board. Our units are going to be big enough, especially the Encroaching Mist, to actually stop the Farron. And then next turn, the Viego is going to level up, but if the opponent has Tri-Beam, this is where we get punished. If the opponent has Tri-Beam, this is where we get punished. And the reason why I didn't want to spend my mana. Now, not sure what he could have gotten here. Let's do this. Let's just level up Viego right now. So that the Viego is leveled up when we get the next one. Okay, okay. So by doing it this way, we're not leveling up the Viego. And now we'll get punished, right? Now if we do this, we still get another Viego. Still get another Hydra here. But then now we're short on blockers. But we do have the Quicksand now, so that's pretty good. We still got another Viego back. This is going to be close. Going to be very close. Ooh, I think that's a mistake from the opponent. I think it is. I think that's a mistake from the opponent. Because now Viego just comes down. I guess we go down to 2. We go down to 2, which is kind of annoying. If the opponent has another flock, that's also a problem. We can now go down to 2. We're going to have to somehow open next turn, but we don't have enough to open next turn. If we don't win on the open, actually we do. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have to go down to 2. If the opponent has the last Mystic Shot, then we just lose. We're going to have to go down to 2. The Viego's going to level up over here. If the opponent has Flock or Mystic Shot, we just lose. Because what we can do is that we can offensively use the Quicksand. We're going to steal one of his Fearsome blockers, right? And then we can offensively use the Quicksand to remove the other 2 Fearsome blockers, and then Viego can get in for the damage. It's a cheeky play. Opponent needs to have Mystic Shot or the 3rd Scorched Earth to be able to stop this. Do they have it? Oh, they had it. They have it. Okay, that's a cheeky play. If you guys saw my tournament in the last weekend, we lost to that play to 4LW, where you use the Quicksand offensively to get rid of Fearsome blockers. To pull it off like this was great. But you saw what I meant about keeping the Rod negation for the Tri-Beam. We almost got punished because we didn't do that. So yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against... Ooh. Elise, Jayce. So this is a removal heavy deck, which might make it really awkward for us to actually ever level up Viego. Now we can find enough protection for him. Maybe that's the play. There we go. Ancient Hourglass, Rare Negation. Those are really good set of protections. Now what I want is Viego to be higher HP before we summon him. So we will need the Chimera Soldier. The Ancient Hourglass is nice because it can save our Viego against like a Vengeance, for example. But it's not great because it means that we don't get to, like, it doesn't count as a death, right? Hydra Mine is not bad. But it might come a little too late. Yeah, oh man, opponent's gonna have the Sentinels as well. I guess as long as we don't have a unit in the field, they can't trigger their Sentinels though, right? So we're only taking like 1 damage at a time. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad actually, you know, when you think about it that way. I might have to summon the I'm willing to pass. I'm willing to pass back. I don't think I need to rush. I was thinking if I want to do the Merciless Hunter into Glimpse, if the opponent has like a Mystic Shot, but I don't think we need to do that. I think we can play around there having 2 Mystics, if anything. 1 damage at a time is not going to kill us. He didn't get Elise on turn 2, I'm guessing, right? Okay, that's a little bit more annoying. So maybe now we do it. Maybe now we do it like this. If the opponent has the Mystic, then obviously he can just Mystic to stop this from going through. If that's the case, we can just Glimpse as a response, so that way they don't get the Sentinel trigger. Otherwise, I'm okay taking this. I'm okay taking this as well. Okay, I think I'm just gonna take the 4. I think I'm actually just gonna take the 4. Double right is actually amazing here. Yes, this is good. The only thing that scares me here is Jayce. So Jayce is very scary because Jayce can challenge. Doesn't look that the opponent has the Jayce, so I think we go ahead and summon the Viego. We'll have the Ancient Hourglass to protect the Viego. Next time we do the Chronomancer, so that we can at least have a blocker. But although it's not going to be a fearsome blocker though, so it's a little unfortunate. At this point, what we need to do is try to start working on the Viego, right? So that's the first one. We do the Ancient Hourglass. This keeps the Viego alive. We'll do the Chronomancer next turn. We'll do the Chronomancer next turn and still have mana for the Rhino Negation. Can't be the Sand Spinner, unfortunately. I think I might need the second Viego. But maybe second Viego is too greedy. I think I might need him though. We have Rhino Negation. We have Rhino Negation. We're still gonna take 4 more next turn. He does the second Vengeance. We'll go ahead and let's go ahead and do it this way. I can't believe he got that from the Financier, huh? Let's do it this way. That way we don't lose the Mana Gem, because I think I'm gonna need the Mana Gem, right? What I can do is this though. Let's just get the second Viego right now. I wonder if we're still gonna top deck into another one. Okay, it's Quicksand. Quicksand is pretty good too. Quicksand is very good as well. We have the second right, and we can play the Bakai Sand Spinner together with the second right. Or we can just save the mana for the Hydrobind next turn, while also having the right available to us. What if we let this one go? No, because if we let this one go, then we're losing to... If we let this one go... There's too many things that we lose to we let this one go. I think we have to let it go though. But if the opponent has like another Thermal... Because the problem is that they're getting... So the problem that I have is the opponent's getting back the mana because of this thing, right? At least by us doing it this way, we know that the opponent will not be able to actually kill us. We can kill the Sentinel. We can kill the Sentinel and have the second one just attack for damage. It's kind of scary though. This is very scary because now we use both rights already. We use both rights. We're putting damage on our Viego right here. We do have the Quicksand. Attacking with Viego is probably too jumpy, I think, right? Like, the Quicksand is making me a little bit comfortable attacking with Viego here. Wow, okay. Well, I'm glad I attacked with Viego. Then opponent just took that damage like that. I think I'm okay with this, right? I don't wanna glimpse because I wanna summon the Hydrobind. I don't wanna glimpse because I wanna summon the Hydrobind. Hydrobind is gonna be summon another Mist. That's gonna be a fearsome blocker. Opponent knows that we have the second Viego in our hand. We still have the Quicksand as well. Second Viego in our hand is pretty good, unless the opponent got like something crazy from the Financier, which is completely possible. Second Mist is more risky because of the threat of the Ruination, right? So I don't know how comfortable I feel with the second Hydrobind. I think just one is enough. Make the opponent deal with this one. Man, those Financiers give him so many good hits from PNC and Shadow Owls, right? We literally already spent 3 of our spells to protect. Hmm. Why did we just pass? Why did we let the opponent do something first? If he does this, then we just do the Hydroman. This is still a good blocker for the Sentinel. We still have a blocker for Elise. I'm scared of the Ruination, guys. Very, very scared of the Ruination now. I guess we just do it. If the opponent has it, they have it. We're just gonna have to do the glimpse and restart all over again. Yeah, if the opponent has the Ruination, they have it. We can't just play around it. We can't play around it forever. They're playing all the removal tools that they can possibly can, by the way. And the Ferris is also giving them more of them. I didn't peek to see if the Dunning Shadow was actually created or not. But I know the second Vengeance was, right? This is dealing 13. That's unfortunate. So now we lost 2 Viegos. We lost 2 Viegos, so just need to be a little bit careful about that, because now we're down to a third one. And I don't see how we win the game without Viego. Don't think we need to sacrifice this just yet. Oh, Rally Negation is huge. Rally Negation is huge, right? We probably want to play the Carbonian Soldier first, though. Just so that we put the Viego out of range of like a third thermal. He already used 2 thermals, but the third one is still kind of scary. He used 2 of them, right? Oh, well, I denied one of them. Yeah, I denied one of them, right? Yeah, I denied one of them. So he's used 2 of them. It's still the third one, though. So this will put the Viego at 11 HP. The opponent only has 10 HP, so the thermal wouldn't kill us. Oh, really? So I think that's a mistake. I think that's a mistake because now Viego could potentially just level up this turn. Like technically, actually, it's gonna potentially level up this turn. Well, I guess not this turn, but he will level up for sure next turn. No, we can level him up we can level him up this turn. Oh, but not without sacrificing our, like, having to use the right offensively, which is probably not correct. No matter how you spin it, it will never be correct to use the right like that. This one gets blocked. Hydroban needs to stay behind. Yeah, Hydroban needs to stay behind. If Viego attacks, Viego attacking is fine. It's gonna force the block here or here. Yeah, Viego attacking I think is fine. Viego attacking I think is fine. It's gonna force the block from the Sentinel or the Ferrous, no matter what. One is gonna have the Jayce, and he's gonna be able to level up the Jayce is gonna be leveled up, sorry. But they are gonna lose their Albus Ferrous though. The bad thing here is now if the opponent has a thermal, we need to keep the quicksands. Yeah, we need to keep the quicksands to stop Jayce and the keywords that he's gonna get. But if the opponent actually draws the third thermal, then we're kind of screwed over here. Rally Negation could potentially just cancel anything that Jayce might do. So that's also the good part about Rally Negation. And we can sacrifice his own unit to be able to actually do it. This is our last Viego. So this is tough. Even though Viego is leveled up, this is tough, right? I would feel a lot safer if I had the Ancient Hourglass. Because this is our last Rally Negation and this is our last Viego. So he's kind of feeling a little bit risky here. Now, opponent could easily be like on a bunch of like, wait, why do this now? Why not just play Jayce first? Wait, why do this now instead of playing Jayce first? Is he trying to get rid of the Hydrobind? He would actually be able to kill the Hydrobind if he did it that way. We still keep your bear. So it's Mystic Shot. Don't think I agree with what the opponent just did there. Let's just do the Treasure Seeker just so that we have some blockers just in case. Again, we'll have the Mystic Shot. He does get rid of the Hydra Band, but we get his Feathers to come to our side. So he doesn't get that value. We have the Quicksand for the Jayce, even if the Jayce gets like opponent might try to go for like Challenger and then something else, but it's not gonna really work out for them. We haven't used any 6-cost spells, so I don't know. This is not gonna do anything, right? Again, we have to keep the right for potential like Vengeance though. Yeah, so he went for the Challenger, which makes sense. Opponent's trying to go for... Opponent at this point is just trying to go for the lethal, right? The acceleration game means that the Jayce will have quick attack and also have enough attack to be able to kill the Viego. But opponent is going to get punished by the fact that we have Quicksand. We can also sacrifice his own Albus Ferrous against him and then be able to kill the Jayce that way. Tough. Spell Shield. Spell Shield is kind of annoying. Let's do this. Let's pretend that we have all the stuff that we need, you know, that we're trying to protect, right? Let's pretend that we're trying to protect. It's not gonna matter. Opponent's not gonna let his unit die, right? Opponent is never gonna let their unit die. So I guess we'll just steal the Feathers and then just open attack with everything. We will lose the Recent Miss from here. So Viego ends up not getting buffed. Pile Feast, okay. Opponent's down to 1 card. We have a leveled up Viego. We have an Albus Ferrous. Opponent still has... Ooh, wait a second. If we do this, we can pull the Fearsome blocker away. Our opponent surrendered. But yeah, another cheeky play we could have done there would have been removing the Fearsome blocker with the Quicksand. But our Viego did not have enough attack anyways to one-shot kill him, so it didn't make sense to do that at that time. But if my Viego had 20 HP, we could actually remove the Fearsome blocker using Quicksand and then push through the attack that way. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Gnar Galio. Now, we do have a lot of Fearsome, and the opponent is not going to have a lot of Fearsome blockers. So this might actually be okay. And I like this whole combination, to be honest, because we have a vulnerable and we're going to have the Walking Sands to take advantage of the vulnerable. We have a way to always get unlimited blockers. And we have the Rider Calling to be able to get the Viego, and we get another vulnerable as well. Yeah, I think this is really good. It's a really good start. I'm willing to do the minion now, even if the opponent has... Yeah, even if the opponent has the Broadwind, I think the minion's correct. At the very least, we will put the Broadwind at 1 HP, which is very good for us. Because the Broadwind is really annoying. Although we do have Quicksand now, so the Broadwind is going to be very weak. You know, at the very least, we push 4 here then. You see that we push 4, or opponent have to, you know, put the Broadwind at low HP. And opponent decided to just let us push 4, so that's fine. I think we just put the Merciless Hunter in the Sculpture, right? Force the opponent to have an answer to it. I don't think we can do the Sand Spinner next turn, because the opponent could easily have... I don't know if they play Brightsteel or something. I do need to be careful that the opponent cannot just do like Troll Shine on it. So maybe we do play the Bakai. No, maybe what we play is the Walking Sands. I'm willing to block it. I'm willing to block it. If opponent wants to save it, that's okay. Technically, we could potentially just get more value by not doing that, but it's okay. We don't need to do this right now. I just showed the opponent that I have this in my hand. So that was a little bit of a misplay. We can force the Troll Shine out right now, at the very least. So we can at least force the Troll Shine out before he gets any more value from the Sculpture. Also prevents him from somehow buffing this up. Yeah, there's the torsion that we talked about. Yeah, I think that's fine, right? This is fine. My question is if I should play Viego next turn. That's what I'm trying to debate right now. Because I could... Let's do this. Let's do the Bakai. Let's do the Bakai. We have another way to pull 2 of the next turn again. We can bring the Viego out. That's like, at least this is a good blocker into the Broadwind. And again, remember, we have Quicksand, right? We have Quicksand as a backup. We can play the minion right here. Opponent's gonna get really punished by this Quicksand. Opponent's gonna get really punished by this Quicksand because he's gonna kill both his units. Unless he pulls here. And if they decide not to attack, then what do we do? Okay, if they attack like this, then now we can just do this for our Viego, right? Now we get our Viego in the field. And now opponent needs to worry about Viego that's going to be very big. We keep the Quicksand and the Rhino Negation as a way to kind of just stop whatever the opponent might do. So now we can just kill both sculptures. Maybe we should have just opened, but I want to be able to kill both of them. That's why I was willing to do it this way. He could technically level up Gnar right here, but again, as long as we have double Quicksand, I don't see how the opponent does anything here. Galio next turn is a little bit annoying, right? Because he doesn't get stopped by the Quicksand. Yeah, Galio will be a little bit annoying. Galio will be really annoying, but we also have enough mana to do the Hydrobind next turn, even if the opponent does the Galio. So the problem why Galio is annoying is because of the Broadwind, but we can do Hydrobind and still have mana for Quicksand. But then I have to be concerned about Galio and single combat, right? Or Winds of War. Which is making me think that I should actually keep both Quicksands. Just in case that I need to. Wow. Alright, that's okay. Because again, we have the Quicksand, so I'm not too concerned about this unit too much. If we do it like this, there's no reason to put damage on our Viego, right? I think we just do it this way. There's no reason to put that much damage on our Viego. Again, we'll have the Quicksand available to stop the Broadwind from actually doing damage. He just tapped out of... Even if he does Galio right here, I can do the Hydrobind because I have the Quicksand. Ooh, opponent. This is going to make the opponent very sad. This is going to make the opponent very sad. He gets rid of the Formidable, by the way, so that means that he does 0 damage to us. And also loses the Gnar. Loses the Gnar. Okay, doesn't lose the Gnar, I guess. But it's still gonna be... I guess the Broadwind gets to heal back up. Which is kind of annoying. Even if the opponent has like a single combat, it's not gonna matter. Because our thing are gonna be bigger than his. So now our Viego is going to start leveling up. Opponent will need to have like double single combat. And actually not. Double single combat doesn't do it either. Because he will have to sacrifice. He only has 4. He only has 4 power total. Now he will level up the Gnar, unfortunately. Which means that he's going to give the Hydrobind. But if he tries to pull the Hydrobind, we have... What do we have? Second Quicksand, right? Not only that, but we can also just kill... We can kill this guy right here. I think it's worth it. I think we need to just kill... We need to kill the Broadwind right now. While we have the chance. Attacking with this doesn't make sense because he could block with this and then pokey stick this. Attacking with anything else doesn't make sense either. I kind of like not attacking with the miss. So one thing you guys need to know with Viego and the encroaching mist is that if Viego sees nothing dying this turn, then when this dies, the encroaching mist from Viego will actually summon next turn together with the Hydrobind. So if we leave this encroaching mist on the field, we'll actually get 2 Hydrobinds next turn. Still have access to Battle Negation and Quicksand here, which means that nothing he has scares me. Are we doing the Quicksand? How much health does this have? 2, 4. 2, 4. Plus the 3, that's going to be 7. So it has to be the Quicksand or the Battle Negation. But Quicksand means that we just lose to a Concerted Strike. I guess we always lose to a Concerted Strike regardless, right? We always lose to a Concerted Strike regardless. Yeah, Concerted Strike kills us no matter what, because the opponent's going to have 8 attack right here. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I think we just keep the Glimpse in case that the opponent does kill the Viego. We can just glimpse him away. It's better than nothing. This is kind of annoying now because we did lose that Quicksand, right? But if the opponent kills the Hydrobind, then that's gonna just level up our Viego too. So the opponent needs to be careful about that. Yeah, so the only thing that scares me here is Concerted Strike. It's actually the only thing that kills me. And the fact that the opponent's taking this long to think about it makes me think that they don't have it. Oh, perfect. Perfect. So we get 2 of these. I don't think it's necessary to summon the minion because we have plenty of blockers. We'll have 5 blockers. Anything will summon the minion next turn. And here you go. This is what I talked about. So you get the miss, and you get the second miss from the Hydrobind. He doesn't have enough to actually kill the Hydrobind unless he does the Poke Stick in combination with it. And the moment that he kills the Hydrobind, the Viego is gonna level up. Yeah. So what now? Now the Viego's gonna level up and we're probably gonna get the... Actually, he doesn't even trigger the Shaman, so... So what now, opponent? We can level up Viego right here with a Glimpse. We have enough to be able to deny. That's annoying, right? That's very annoying. We should just Glimpse right now, right? While we have the units on the field. No reason not to. This is gonna pull... It's gonna take the Gnar, right? Is it gonna take the Gnar? We can pull the Galio. Guess technically we could pull the Galio with Viego. I don't know if that's actually worth it. Probably not, right? Because Galio's gonna go to 10. So our Viego's gonna just die if we pull the Galio. I mean, okay, he goes to 9. We run... Oh, wait, because the Gnar went back down. If we go after the Galio, we run the risk of just losing our unit. I guess what we can do is this right here. We can do this right here and put the Galio low enough. Opponent gets to rally, but we'll have plenty of blockers for whatever rally the opponent might do. This is fine. Just sacrifice his unit into this. Because now we're gonna pull the Shaman, right? We pull the Shaman if the opponent does anything. If it's almost a stronger unit, the rally here doesn't matter. We're still at 17. I would feel a lot more comfortable if I had another Viego or if I had another Snapbind and make this Viego bigger. Fortunately, don't have either. The opponent will be able to do the regeneration, which I think I have to let it go. If the opponent does a regeneration, I have to let it go. Yep, he will. As long as this doesn't have Overwhelm, I think I'm okay with this, right? Still have enough blockers. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter how much you do. Like, we still gonna get just pull. We're gonna have 5 blockers. He does have a lot of attackers, but doesn't really have any overwhelm. As long as we keep the deny for a potential consider strike, our Viego is never gonna die. We steal this one here, so we can sacrifice this one into the Galio, and we get the second Hydrobrine. So even if we sacrifice our whole board right here, we're still in a good spot. It's a little bit awkward because we have a pretty full board, and I would like to actually summon more stuff. So actually, if opponent just passes here, that's actually better for the opponent. The only way that he can get overwhelmed is to the Wonder, and he really used 2 of them, right? To give regeneration to the Broadwind and not to the Galio. So I'm trying to see if he attacks and just blocking with his own Shaman and killing him. Ironically, Formula Roll is actually a counter to Viego, right? Because the last unit that's gonna get killed by Viego is gonna be Galio. But at the same time, because the opponent gave him regeneration, I can literally just keep suiciding all his units into Galio every single turn. So opponent kind of also messed themselves up, I think, by having the Galio be such a board presence. Now, the moment that he taps out of fearsome blockers, I can also attack with Viego, right? I think opponent is trying to decide what the best course of action is here. Or maybe opponent just left us. Come on, this has been such a good game and you're gonna leave us like that? Oh, shame. Opponent actually left us, guys. Opponent actually left us. That sucks. We just sacrifice it here, make our Viego stronger. We can summon the Hydrobind. We'll have the Glints for the next unit that we steal from him. So we're in a good spot. It was a good game until the opponent just rage quit. Leveled up Viego, guys. GG's though, GG's. Yeah, we're gonna just wait. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait for the opponent to finally surrender. Opponent finally surrendered. What a good game that got ruined there at the end by opponent rage quitting. Is that really how Viego makes people feel? Like they just want to rage quit? But yeah, GG's. GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed those games. We had some crazy games. Like, that Mono Shurima game was probably one of the closest games ever. I mean, I say that, but you guys see every day on YouTube we're posting like all these games that are just super nutty. It's crazy just how fun Runeterra can be when there's such a nice variety of decks, and you get all these crazy close matchups. So yeah, I'm having a blast with Runeterra. That's kind of what I have to say. Anyways, for mulligan tips in this deck, I think we definitely want to keep the Chronomancer. It allows us to predict early on, right? Cameroon Soldier is a really good card. And I actually do not hate keeping one Viego. Now, I know that we're playing triple Rider Calling, but it's likely that you might not have something to kill with Rider Calling. So it might be okay to keep Viego in some scenarios, right? Unless you know that you're going to have a way to kill something with Rider Calling. Treasure Seeker is also be good to keep if you need like an early blocker. But for sure, Chronomancer, Soldier, are probably the only 2 that I will keep. Everything else is going to be matchup dependent, right? Quicksand is really good if you know you're going to be going against something like Big the Riven that you need to stop the elusives. Ancient Hourglass is really good if you're going against something like Shadow Isles and you know you need to stop a Vengeance, right? So again, just play it by ear depending on the matchup and, you know, kind of go from there. But again, remember, the main win con is Viego, so just try to get to your Viego. Anyways, this video is really long enough because of how long those games were, so I'll leave you guys here. If you like the content, please make sure to like the video below and remember to subscribe to us as well. It will help us out a lot. You can also catch us on Twitch at Twitch Sirturmund, where we stream 3 to 4 times a week. And you can also find us on Twitter and Discord. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again tomorrow.